And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Bridgewater. He's going to slip. They've got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second down, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And they're going to speed things up here. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Here's Jeff Locke now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run here with Vereen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackle. Just saw on that play, no gain.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they meant.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Manning looking to throw it. And this is Shepard on the catch. 30, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. And now out come the Giants. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to...
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this. A blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did. And for this team, just a lot of confidence.